All right, I have some huge turkey legs. These turkey legs are actually pre-cooked turkey legs. I was in the grocery store and I decided to pick them up. I was like, I wanted some turkey legs anyway, so I'm just going to show you how I'm going to prepare these turkey legs. First thing, these turkey legs, you can find them at any grocery stores, from Tom Thumb, Kroger's, Walmart, probably Target. The price kind of ranges. You can probably get, for two of these, you can probably get them, the minimum might be maybe, I would say like $6.30 and up for this size. These turkey legs are actually partially cooked, and that's fine. You can still work with it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put these in the oven, and I'm probably going to cover with some aluminum foil, and I'm probably going to add just a little dash of water, but you can also add a dash of your broth to this. That's fine, no matter if it's chicken, beef, I don't know, whatever type of broth you would like to use. If it's vegetable, that's fine as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and check this because I want to cook it and just make sure that the center of this cooks and reaches a temperature of at least 155 to 165 Fahrenheit. So I'm just going to make sure that I have the tools that I need so that I can check that. The oven, I'm going to preheat it at 250 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and get some water so that I can just add that to this. I'm going to grab some aluminum foil and just go ahead and get ready to put this in the oven. Put my aluminum foil. Besides making like a little sauce for these turkey legs, I will also make sure that I have like some seasoning chopped up. I have some just white onion, red, yellow, orange peppers, and I have some celery that I will be adding to it. Not right now, but I will eventually be adding this, as well as the just like glaze sauce that I'm going to try to whip up. I don't have no idea what I'm going to put right now, but I will definitely be whipping up some type of sauce for these turkey legs because I want them to be very good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in the oven now. For the mac and cheese, I will be using Velveeta cheese. I will not be using this whole block of cheese because I'm not making a lot of macaroni, because what I'm going to do eventually is I am going to just melt this down on the stove in a pot. So I'm just going to just continue cutting these up like in little blocks. This size right here is pretty good. And also I will be using some milk to add to this. I will not be using egg. So I know some people put egg, and that's fine, but I'm not adding any egg. And I also will be using some butter and just a typical seasoning just to season up the mac and cheese before it goes in the oven. Salt, pepper, and I'm probably going to put some paprika and probably a little bit of Cajun seasoning as well. I will be using the elbow noodles right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on the stove so that they can be boiling while I'm just kind of getting the cheese prepared, and also while the turkey leg cooked. The macaronis are, well, the macaronis on the stove, they're going to cook, and then I'm going to go ahead and get it ready for the pan, and that's going to bake, but it is going to be finished before the turkey legs. So I'm just trying to get everything out the way, and I'm just cleaning as I go. So I'm going to go ahead and get this other stuff on. The only thing I added to this pot of boiling water is just a little bit of olive oil. And the only reason why I added that is because I just to make sure that nothing sticks or anything like that. You know, if you want to, you can add a little pinch of salt as well. It doesn't matter. You can just use the water and nothing. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these to the water. And I'm going to go ahead and let these cook. And I am going to just try to think about what can I put together for these turkey legs. I'm really trying to think about this sauce. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of drawing a little blank here, but I'm trying to see what I can mix together to make a nice little sauce for my turkey legs. I don't necessarily want it to be just all spicy, extremely spicy, but I do want something that's good. Probably a little bit sweet, but still a pinch of heat. So I'm going to go ahead and just think about it, and I'll get back with you guys. I'm going to add my cheese to the pot so they can start melting. And remember, you can use any type of cheese you want for your baked macaroni. I'm just using this Velveeta because I've been having it for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I have used Velveeta many times and I haven't had an issue. So I'm going to be using it again. And you have to make sure you watch your cheese. You don't want your cheese to burn, so you need to make sure that you watch your cheese and stir your cheese. So some other things I'm going to be adding to this is milk. I will be adding milk to this as well. I'm just going to add that for right now. If I need more, I will. And remember, this is just a quick mac and cheese for me. So I really don't want to make too much. And I checked on the turkey leg. The turkey leg is cooking. It's not done yet, because remember, you have to check and make sure that the inside of the turkey leg is at least 155 to maybe 165 or 67. Okay, so I'm going to keep stirring this, and I'm going to go ahead and just grab some butter. Alright, so now this is how the cheese looks. It's nice and melted. Now I'm going to start adding the pasta noodles that I will be using. And you can use, many people use different type of pasta noodles to make their macaroni. So that's fine, whatever you want to use. So I'm going to stir this up. Make sure we get everything nice and coated. So I just added some butter, and I'm just mixing everything together. Just making sure everything is nice and coated. Now, time to season it. You know, I can't put it in the oven without putting any type of seasoning. So right now I'm just adding some salt, just a little bit of salt. And I'm going to add some ground paprika. And I am going to add some pepper. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. Just stir everything up. And with the seasoning, you know, everyone likes to put certain seasoning in their mac and cheese. I'm just trying to keep it real simple. Not trying to do too much this time. And I'm going to add just a tad bit of Cajun seasoning. Just a little bit. I don't want to put too much. Alright. And right now, while I am mixing all of this together, I just want you to know that I did have the stove turned off. So I don't want it to constantly be on the stove cooking while I'm mixing, you know, the pasta noodles with it and stuff like that, because it's going to like get dried out, and you also are still at risk of burning your cheese, and you don't want to do that, especially not how far you got in the process. So no, you don't want to do that. You'll have to start all over and make some more cheese. Nobody don't want any burned cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit more pepper. And I am going to go find a dish to put this in. Right, that's good. Alright, I am going to just use this dish to bake the macaronis in. And what I did is I basically brought some shredded cheese. I had sharp cheddar cheese and some mild cheddar cheese. So I just kind of just mixed some cheese together, and I put it in a little Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to go ahead and just put it on the top. Just layer it. Because really, guys, I'm not trying to make a whole bunch of macaroni. I don't have that many people that's going to be here to eat it. So I want a big old pan of mac and cheese. I'm trying to keep it as small as I can. And to be honest, this is probably too much as well. But I will deal with this. And let me just add a little bit parsley flakes. And I'm going to add a little bit more paprika. So it's all ready to go in the oven. It's been 1 hour so far. As you can see, the smoke is coming from these turkey legs. But I'm letting you know right now, they are smelling so good. What I'm going to do is I'm just about to flip these over, and I'm going to put them right back in the oven. And I'm going to go ahead and just try to mix up a sauce really fast. Okay, guys, I have just decided to just go with some ingredients and just see how the sauce tastes. First, I have a cup of brown sugar, and I have a half a cup of soy sauce that I'm going to pour. And I also have 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Just gonna add this to that. Just stir this up. All right, and I have 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. And I'm going to do, I would say, maybe 1 tablespoon of this honey mustard. That should be it right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. I'm just trying to make sure the consistency is even throughout, because you know the brown sugar, sometimes they have like little clumps. So I want to make sure that it's stirred in really good. And you guys, I did not forget about the seasoning that I chopped up earlier. So with that, I am going to actually add this to the sauce, since I'm going to pour it on the turkey legs. So I'm like, why not? I can just add it to the sauce, you know. And I'm just going to go ahead and add all this in. And I would say I have maybe 10 more minutes for the turkey leg to be in the oven. It will be a full 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I check the temperature to see that it's at the correct temperature. And if it is, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, take this sauce and just, you know, start putting it on the turkey leg so that we can put it back in the oven, because I just want the sauce to just really seep into the turkey leg and get really hot. So we're going to go ahead and do that just like that. So I will be right back. Alright, so the turkey legs was taken out the oven, and as you can see, I've just been kind of adding the sauce that I made to the turkey legs, and I'm going to just put this back in the oven just for a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, this is it. They are all done. This smells so good. And you guys, the sauce, I just made it up on the spot basically. I just was trying to figure out what I can do to have it just a little bit sweet and have a pinch of spiciness to it. Now, I don't think it's gonna be really spicy or anything like that, because the brown sugar, I know it kind of took over everything. But just to give you an idea, if you want to just try to create your own sauce, think about the type of flavor you want to go on your turkey legs. But this smells so good. I have the mac and cheese right here, my baked macaroni I did, just a little small thing of it. I also have some peas. I just had some frozen peas. I decided to just go ahead and whip those up. And this is a meal right here, guys. This is it. I cannot wait to taste this. I'm just going to go ahead and see. Okay, a little piece right here. I'm just going to taste the piece and just see how it tastes. Oh my. The sauce goes really well with these. Oh my gosh. It is so good. It's so good. Alright guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Like I said, please give this a try. It's really simple. Once you put your turkey legs in the oven, you can just go ahead and do whatever you have to do. Let them cook. But please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Go ahead and ring that bell. And give this video a thumbs up. leave a comment, and you guys, I will see you next time. Later.